I'm Dr. Felix Janeway. I teach chemistry in the Lifelong Learning Centre, and my main role is supporting non-traditional students. Inclusivity in the lecture capture is all about maximising the quality of your teaching and the quality of retention with the students. You have to make sure that all the students within the room are getting the most that they can out of it, using the systems that are already available to us in the lecture theatres. Inclusivity is really important in lecture capture. It allows students who are having different experiences, like carers or parents who may have to miss the lecture, to review the material that they would have missed traditionally. It allows students who have hearing impairments to view material that they might have missed while they were there. And it also means that the student who has a slower processing speed can also review the material and the small bits that they may not have understood at the time. It really maximises the impact of your lecture. In order to maximise the quality of your lecture capture, it's really important that you know where the microphones are in the room, for instance, so that you can always face the microphone as you're speaking. It's important that you know exactly what is captured and not captured. For instance, if you're in a gold room, then you are being filmed, whereas if you're in a silver or bronze room, it may just be your lectern or whatever's projected on the screen. You should use the document can where you can. I realise that there's lots of times when you're writing on a whiteboard or whatever, and that's the best way to convey things. But where you can, if you can use the desk cameras to take writing or an object that you're showing, that will also get captured in order to have maximum effect. It's also really useful to ensure that you capture the students' input in your lectures too. By repeating the things that the students say, you can expose the students to their way of wording an issue, and also you can engage the rest of the class in discussion about that issue in itself. It's also important that you reduce the amount of time that you have to spend editing it. It should be that lecture capture is a very simple and quick process for you. So you can use the pause button in the lecture theatre to edit out in real time if you want, things that you don't think are reasonable to capture. Something like a personal discussion that you might be having with the class, or perhaps just the class are working on a question on their own. So for the traditional student, the impact is that they can review material that they wouldn't otherwise have been able to. They can supplement their notes, which is really important. And they tend to review only very small parts of the lecture. Usually it's 10 minutes in the middle. It's not necessarily reviewing the whole lecture in itself. The students who require more help can now do so independently, which reduces the need for support individually for those students as well.